It is time for Aussies to pack away their loungewear because 2024 is the year many employees are expecting to return to the office full time. But as we make our way back into the workplace, something else is spreading. Yep, workplace romances.
Now, it's common to fall for a co-worker, but we're being warned it could get very complicated very quickly. Now, for more, we're joined now by communications and behaviour expert Grazina Fechner. Lovely to see you, Grazina. Okay, so people are returning to the office and they're doing so after having spent a large amount of time, not just over the summer break, but also over COVID and working from home, so it's out of the soft pant.
It is. It's been about 3 years since people have actually had human touch and connection again. So everyone is sick of Swindle and Dinder and all those crazy things. They're now getting back into the office, and what that means is relationships grow and friendships form, and that's what leads to office romance. And there's nothing wrong with it if you're doing the right thing. So there's lots of good reasons, and I know lots of friends that have found love in office romance, and it's like love actually. Love is everywhere. So if it's in the office, great, but it's how we manage it in the office that's really important to know.
So why are those workplace romances so common?
Yeah, because we spend so much time in the office. You know, think about what you do in a day. You meet so many people in here, you have common interests, you're doing the same thing, you're partying together, you're hanging out together. So friendships flourish often, and it's like in a bar, but a long version of a bar. You're there for a really long time and eventually going to fall in love with someone.
Okay, so as you said, there's nothing wrong with it if you do it right.
If you do it right.
How do you do it right?
Yeah, so first of all, it's all about knowing. There's no law in Australia that says you can't be in love with someone in the office. What the thing is, and really important to know, is the HR policy. So be really clear and crystal clear on what the HR policy looks like in your workplace environment, because it differs from everywhere. Often leaders versus subordinates and team members shouldn't probably be in the same space together because it comes favouritism. There's lots of things that can go wrong. Be open and honest and trust with communication. I think that's the most important thing, is the quicker you're open with it, then there's no office gossip. There's no one saying, oh my gosh, they're doing it in the corner. All of that goes, and it's really open and transparent and ensuring that you are still doing your role while you're in love with one of your colleagues.
Okay, what can be the impact on other employees? What can affect them?
Yeah, we often call it the office bubble, or no, the love bubble, and that's where you're in that bubble and you don't even know what's going on around. You know, when you're just in that early stages of love and your heart's pounding, so you're not doing your work, you're not engaging with other employees, you're not going out to lunch with your friends like you used to, because every moment of time you're in your bubble with your colleague. So that can cause a lot of drama and friction. Making sure you continue to do your job if you're in love with somebody, making sure that, again, you're open and honest and you're trustworthy, and making sure that you don't spread gossip that's not true.
That's tricky, isn't it? To have to come clean really early on and be open about it before you might even know whether you are in love. If you know you're in love, no worries. But if you've just been on a couple of dates, you might not want to share that.
No, you make a really good point. And so a couple of dates is okay, but the minute you start, and you know when it starts to change, when you're starting to sleep over and you're going to work in the same clothes the next day, and, you know, you've got the toothbrush in, that's when it's really time to break even. Because often, as we get to know each other, we go on a few dates, but you know when it gets serious, and at that point, be really open and honest about it, because it can cause so much drama further on down the track.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Got it.
All right, Grazina, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. See you soon.
Okay,
go and find love.